With Valentine's right around the corner, I know love and relationships is something that is on everybody's minds. And one of the biggest questions we get when we do the Life Between Life sessions is, do I have a soulmate? Will I find love? Is there someone special in my life? Or is the special person in my life my primary soulmate? And so just to explain a little bit, we each have a soul group, a soul family, kind of, that we incarnate with over and over. And we change up roles each time. This time you might be my friend. Last time you were my sister. Next time you are my neighbor. But they're just someone special, but we change up roles depending on the lessons that we want to learn in each life. And so one of the things when we do the Life Between Life sessions is people go to their soul group and they get to find out who is in their soul group that is incarnated with them in this life. And oftentimes there is a primary soulmate, someone that we incarnate with over and over, sometimes as a romantic partner, but I've also seen it as a cousin. It could be your best friend, it could be your sister, but just that person you share that really special bond with. I wanted to share one particular instance. Lauren, whose past life session is on my website, her primary soulmate showed up at the end of her past life. And usually that's when your guide shows up, but her husband showed up. And in the long version of the session, she bursts into tears and she says, "Oh my gosh, it's so clearly my husband." And when I ask him about his relationship to her, he says, "I am this soul. We are two halves of a whole." And she told me that their foreheads were touching and their bodies were making like a heart. They were that close that he showed up instead of her guide, and he spoke as if they were two halves of one whole. So it's really common to have a soulmate, and you may just sort of start thinking, if you want to reflect on who might be in your soul group, who are the people that you feel especially drawn to, that familiar feeling right when you meet them, that they just feel right and you feel drawn to them in a healthy way. To just be aware of who in your life might be someone that is a part of your soul group. You could start thinking about that, just reflecting who's special to you, who plays an important role, who do you just have that sense of, this is someone who I've loved for a very long time. It's very common that we have a primary soulmate, but it's not always a romantic partner. So there is love out there for us, but it doesn't always look exactly like we expect. So I'd love to hear who you think is in your soul group, kind of like what's in your wallet, who's in your soul group, and who you think might be your primary soulmate. And if you have questions, I'd love to hear those too. So great to get to be talking to you more often, and I'll look forward to hearing from you and seeing you next time. Happy Valentine's Day.